They're invested. Like, completely invested. Or so it seems. They text first. They want to see you. They laugh at your jokes. They make plans for the future. Everything feels easy, natural, like the stars have finally aligned, and this relationship really could be the last one you ever have to worry about. But then, almost overnight, something changed. Their replies suddenly become shorter and slower. They stop initiating. Plans become less frequent, and conversations begin to feel almost forced. What happened? Did you do something wrong? The hardest truth to accept is that maybe it wasn't because of you at all. People don't typically pull away because of one single conversation, argument, or one bad date. They pull away due to something happening deep beneath the surface internally. Today, we're going to try and understand why this happens and what we can do about it being on the receiving end. We're going to call these pull-away emotions invisible emotions. Invisible emotions may be one of the most confusing sets of emotions during a relationship, but once you start to understand the psychology that comes behind it, their behavior starts to make a lot more sense. Maybe you felt secure. Maybe you felt closer than you've ever been. Like you finally felt relaxed in the relationship and your partner was the one you could expect to stay with forever. This, unfortunately, though, doesn't mean anything if your partner isn't on the same page. These invisible emotions can be hidden quite well, too. They could make plans, smile, laugh, tell you that they love you. But deep down, they are carrying these invisible emotions privately. You could think, if they were feeling these invisible emotions of doubt, uncertainty, or worry, they could just talk to you about it, right? Unfortunately, being open about something like that is almost never the case. Your partner doesn't want to hurt you. They may even be fighting these emotions internally and trying to find a way to make it work in their head despite the doubts. But far too often, these battles end up with the emotions taking over time and ultimately winning the war in their head. Due to the fact that these battles are often all internal, that's why to you their sudden changes could feel sudden, like an overnight switch. But to them, they have been battling this for sometimes weeks or even months. So in reality, you just simply weren't seeing this internal fight. Sometimes with people, typically people who have an avoidant attachment style, while they seek connection with another, the healthier the relationship becomes, the scarier it begins to feel for them. This doesn't happen to everyone, of course, but for some people, real intimacy can begin to feel unfamiliar. This typically happens whenever a relationship begins to make its way over the initial first stage of excitement and starts to settle into a more comfortable stage of just existing together. The reason this is not because all of the initial excitement disappeared, but it's because the relationship now suddenly carries expectations, vulnerability, commitment, and responsibility. And for someone who may be secretly uncomfortable with emotional closeness, those feelings can feel overwhelming. Ironically, often in cases like this, the partner may enjoy getting close to someone. They may have longed for this moment for a while, until they actually do become close, and then suddenly in their mind, fear replaces that longing and excitement. That closeness brings new concerns into their mind they may not have considered during the times you were beginning to get closer, such as the fear of losing themselves in the relationship, their independence, the fear of being hurt, the fear of disappointing someone, the fear of choosing the wrong person. But from the outside, it just looks like they've lost interest, which is what can be so hurtful to you. The partner who did nothing wrong to cause these fears. The feeling of overwhelmed is a powerful one, and this can also be even more powerful if your partner also happens to have things going on in their life outside of the relationship. Any added pressures, may that be pressures with work or school, their family, friends, so on and so forth. Any additional pressures could add to the overwhelmed feeling, and for them, it may feel like everything is just becoming too much to handle. There is another explanation to this that is much less dramatic. However, it does hurt a bit more. It's more uncommon if the relationship was good, but it could also be the effect of the honeymoon phase coming to an end. The beginning of every good relationship is fueled by novelty. Everything feels exciting. Every conversation feels new. Every notification creates anticipation. But eventually, the emotional intensity naturally will settle, and things may begin to feel more routine than before. While that's completely normal and expected, sometimes that come down can feel a bit underwhelming to somebody. Healthy relationships don't stay at maximum excitement forever. They become calmer, more predictable, more stable. But sometimes a person can mistake the end of all of that excitement for the end of compatibility. Instead of realizing that the relationship is just becoming comfortable, they may think that they have lost feelings due to the lack of excitement. So, instead of realizing that they were experiencing the normal progression of intimacy, they may start to chase that excitement they once felt, whether that be with somebody new, themselves, or just a different way of living life that doesn't involve the routines you and them spent time to build upon. While this is a possibility as well, this possibility is often less common than the other we have covered. A third possibility that may be the hardest one to hear, but is a possibility, is that they sometimes just were never as invested as you. I know that does hurt to hear that it's possible, but sometimes the relationship just felt deeper to one person than the other. And that's not because anyone was lying, but it's because people express affection differently. Some people are naturally affectionate. They're warm, attentive, flirtatious, and those behaviors can feel or come off like commitment. However, as time passes, their level of investment starts to become clearer, which can feel like they're suddenly pulling away, when in reality, you're only just now seeing where they always stood on an emotional level. It's painful, yes, but it's important to not confuse consistency with compatibility. Somebody can consistently enjoy your company without ever wanting a long-term relationship. The sad reality is that while the possibilities we've talked about actually have nothing to do with us, we always do end up finding a way to blame ourselves after somebody becomes distant. Our minds immediately will start searching for answers. Was it something I said? Did I text too much? Did I come off as desperate? Was I not attractive enough? Our brains crave certainty, even if that certainty is painful. And that's because uncertainty and never getting true closure can feel absolutely unbearable. So naturally, the next step is that our minds will then invent explanations for what happens. The truth is, though, people leave for reasons you may never fully understand. Relationships and the human mind is so incredibly complex that every situation will be unique to its own. Their timing, their emotional maturity, their fears, their readiness, their goals, their past experiences. All of these unique attributes play a part to influence their behavior. Believing that every rejection is proof that you weren't enough only makes healing harder, when in reality, the most common scenario is that it wasn't even about you at all in the first place. The takeaway from all of this should be that if somebody you love or care about begins pulling away, don't focus on their words. Don't focus on the small things or the fact that everything may seem okay, but they may just be busy or distracted. Focus on their actual patterns. Are they still making time for you, despite being busy? Are they still initiating conversations or interactions? Are they still showing curiosity about your life? Still making these efforts even when their life gets busy? Because healthy relationships aren't built on occasional and spontaneous intensity. They're built on consistent effort from both parties involved. That's the biggest lesson here. People don't reveal how they feel through one amazing date or one romantic message, one perfect week or one perfect interaction. They reveal it through consistency, through choosing you again and again and again, no matter the circumstance. Just because somebody has recently pulled away from you, don't automatically assume that you caused it. Sometimes, I'll be honest, you did. But most scenarios, when things appear to be good and secure, it really isn't about you at all. People are complicated. Fears are complicated. You can't control their past, their trauma, or their expectations and overthinking. Understanding those patterns won't erase the pain, but it will help put you into a position to understand that sometimes there's nobody to blame but somebody's level of emotional maturity. Clarity is the first step in moving forward and will always help lead you to a better place in the long run.